Six Flags St. Louis was one of the 4 new parks I visited in 2021, and while the park had a decent ride lineup, the overall experience was lacking. It is also one of the neglected parks in the Six Flags chain, with its last new coaster coming in 2013 as a relocated Boomerang. Six Flags St. Louis needs some major upgrades to be a great park, and hopefully with my 5-year plan predictions, that will happen. These are my 5-year plan predictions for Six Flags St. Louis. I just wanted to mention that these are only predictions. I cannot predict the future, so these are not confirmed, just educated guesses. Currently, Six Flags St. Louis has no construction going on anywhere, and if a new coaster was in the making, we would have already seen groundwork. So for the 2023 season at Six Flags St. Louis, I predict overall park improvements. These include updated pavers on the paths, more flowers, and maybe an updated restaurant. The surface at this park is severely lacking. I mentioned this in my review back in June, so if you want to see that, go watch the review. Additionally, Six Flags St. Louis is just a very bland park. If you walk around, the only nicely decorated part is the main entrance, which is very small. Everything else is blacktop with barely any shade and no flowers anywhere. Guests love scenery and shade in parks, and even the simple change of the new pavers makes a big difference. Hopefully, upgraded service will make this park better. But Six Flags adds a new ride to every park every year, so what could Six Flags St. Louis get? I believe an upgrade to the worst and also least popular coaster in the park, Ninja, is extremely likely. We saw a similar thing done in the past with Blue Hawk and this year with Medusa, although Bizarro was not the worst ride in that park. Ninja desperately needs a retheme, new paint job, and new trains to get rid of the headaches. These overall improvements and Ninja retheme would enhance the park experience a lot. While filming for the park footage video, we stumbled into the kiddie section at the park. This section is small and on the way from Pandemonium to the Boomerang area. This kiddie section feels very outdated. When we were in the section, there were only a few people actually in the area, and most were just walking through. Also, what was interesting is the lack of a kiddie coaster. The smallest coaster in the park would be River King Mine Train, and that's more of a family coaster. Even a small kiddie coaster, like a Zamperla Gravity Coaster, would be great at this park, giving the younger kids something to do. I hope an upgrade to this kiddie section area comes soon, as it feels outdated. A newer area like DC Super Friends would be much better. So that's why I predict an upgraded kiddie section for 2024. In 2025, I predict that it is time for a new flat ride. One of the few rides that Six Flags St. Louis is missing is a good frisbee ride. Excalibur really doesn't count as it goes upside down and is basically more of a spinny ride. Six Flags is always adding an extremely tall pendulum ride to basically every park. Some of them are even the world's tallest. I predict that a new frisbee, most likely called Crazanity, will be coming to the park in 2025. But where could it go? There is open space behind Skyscreamer, and that is where most expansions have been going recently, so I predict it will be located back there. For 2026, this prediction might be a bit strange, but I predict that Six Flags St. Louis is going to pull a Kings Island and restore their Antique Cars ride. The Antique Cars ride underneath American Thunder was closed a few years ago. The section by American Thunder, even for a first-time visitor, felt very, very empty. It needed another attraction around the plaza. There was originally an antique car ride there, but it was removed. Adding it back with an extended layout around American Thunder would add a nice new attraction to the area and another classic ride to the park. Finally, the last year I'm predicting, which is 2027, is the year I predict a new major coaster will open. This coaster will be the ride everyone wants to happen, RMC Boss. While personally I think the Boss is a good ride, I can't deny it has a great layout for the RMC Iron Horse treatment. With how the layout meshes Twister and Out and Back, the terrain changes, and the massive structure, possibilities are endless. The ride often gets hate, so it makes sense to RMC it with it possibly being a contender for the best ride in the world. It could have vertical drops, barrel roll drops, massive stalls, especially with some of these turnarounds. Think about a downward inversion on the drop down after the main drop. That would be a 70-mile-per-hour inversion, similar to the Death Roll. Outer bank turns on the turnarounds, stalls, wave turns. This coaster could be the best coaster ever made. I really hope RMC Boss does happen. If not, I could easily see a new RMC Raptor coming in one of the small areas located around the park. It could even be replacing one of the older coasters such as Ninja if that retheme does not occur. An RMC Raptor would be very unique to the area and also a great attraction. Thank you so much for watching this video. In conclusion, we have 2023 with overall park improvements and a Ninja retheme, 2024 with a kiddie section expansion, 2025 with a Frisbee flat ride, 2026 with a new Antique Cars ride, and 2027 with RMC Boss or an RMC Raptor. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Comment your thoughts on my 5-year plan and have a great rest of your day.